What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first Let's Play, actually the second Let's Play of Dragon Quest XI. I'd actually just recorded a frickin' episode of this, and I'm new to doing Let's Plays, and my audio for the game was actually gone, but my microphone recorded just fine. So, anyway, with that out of the way, this is the first Let's Play I've ever done on my channel, and I was gonna do like a few a while back, but I didn't really have any game that I wanted to play. But I'm kind of into Dragon Quest, so I figured this would be a good, starting episode. And this is like the first one we've had in America in a while. There was an online one that came out back in 2012 that was Japan only. So, yeah, and this is like one of the first ones I played on PC. I think this is like one of the few on PC. So, let's get on into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and start a new game. Let me just delete my old one here. I've actually played this for a good almost 11 hours before I started recording this. I didn't think to record a Let's Play originally. I was so into it though. This is such a good game. I'm not gonna spoil anything though, so we'll be fine. Go ahead and make a new adventure log. Go ahead and give him my name. Wait. Alrighty. And this is all good. I love this. Everything is so detailed. And for those of you who are kind of new to Dragon Quest, but know like animes like Dragon Ball Z, this art style looked very familiar to you. That's because the main illustrator for Dragon Quest also did Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and a bunch of others, Akira Toriyama. And I love this art style. I am just so stoked to play this. Even though I've already started playing it.
This child, he is the one.
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
I'm such a cute little babby. Ooh, shit. Look how huge my head is compared to hers. The way the art style in this kind of reminds me a bit of, well, not the art style, but just the way the direction reminds me of Breath of the Wild a little bit, because you have these really nice, like, fully 3D rendered, but almost realistic looking backgrounds. And the characters kind of have, they don't have a cel shaded look, but they got like a really, contrasting aesthetic. I really like it. that maintains a lot of that realism, along with the fantastical. Everything is so detailed, I love it.
Oh my! What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Love it. I just love how everything is so detailed, like the leather on his sheath, his sword. That is just so cool. I love this freaking art direction so much.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony.
The voice acting is good too. I know Dragon Quest VIII was the first that I believe had fully voiced characters and stuff, and they had like really good British accent and voice acting, or just British people. But I have not really had any problems with the voice acting. There is one character that we'll meet a little bit later on that I'm not too fond of.
So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
And we are at the base of Cobblestone Tor. I'm not going to talk to everyone. Like, a lot of these NPCs will have like a blue marker. I mean, they'll just give you like general information, but or just general like junk flavor text, but like these here, they'll give you a little bit useful info. You and your man, excuse me. You. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I had to cut that. You know the mayor and your mother are waiting to see you off of the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dear. Yeah. So basically, yeah, if you talk to people, the pink speech bubbles, they give you like little hints on what you need to do or whatever. And it says, you know, just press X. I'm using a PS4 controller, and I think it is also X, but they mapped this to the Xbox One controller, which is weird because one thing that I noticed on the PS4 controller, if you use the touchpad on the PC version, like as a touchpad, like you can move the camera around. Same thing with the analog stick. And, you know, everything's pretty much the same besides the button layout. I find that kind of odd because I play, not to get off too much of a subject, I play Final Fantasy XIV with the PS4 controller, and it actually picks up the, you know, the square, circle, triangle, X layout that, you know, PlayStation controllers use. So, I don't know. That's weird. I wish they could have put that in there. Alright, Frederick, seeing you and my dear Gemma all set for your big day makes me proud as anything, both as a mayor and a grandfather. You're not kids anymore, you know? No, you're grown up now. And that means going to the Tor and offering your thanks. Now it's time you went on your way. Head up to the top, give the praise to the spirit of the land, come back down and tell us how you like the view, okay? Oh, and if you're ever unsure where to go next, press Y and select Party Talk. And General might have some useful tips for you. Yeah, okay. So, on my controllers, circle jumps. Square opens at the map. And triangle opens at the menu. So you got Party Talk. Go ahead and try that out. Grown-ups at last. Oh, excuse me, I'm sleepy. Y'all really need to fix these bridges here. They look like kind of rickety. And this guy, I thought at first when I was talking to him I could save my game, but I had to wait until he goes back to the church. God, it looks so huge.
Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
I really don't know what that means, do yourself a mischief. Maybe some good British person in the comments could explain that.
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey.
But were we born on the same year?
Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
And the first enemies we encounter in Dragon Quest XI, which I think is pretty much the first enemies you fight in every Dragon Quest game, are slimes.
They're coming this way.
Yep. I feel so bad fighting these. I love slimes. So what's cool in this game is you can kind of move around and rotate your camera and kind of walk around them. You can't really dodge attacks or anything like that. One thing I kind of wish they did was, like in Final Fantasy 12, you can kind of have like the same exact, like see how we have the environment here rendered? I kind of wish they had made it where you could just walk around the field and get in and out of battles like in Final Fantasy 12, but it's really traditional. That's kind of the main appeal to Dragon Quest. But, you know, being able to move around and rotate your camera is pretty good. Our slime is petrified. It's more scared of us than we are of it.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
And we got a medicinal herb.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting that.
Gosh, she says crikey
I
so
know they were
much.
only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
Crikey, you might have. Or you could just run away. They're just slimes. I'm such a smug jerk.
And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from.
That's where they come out of.
As long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Okay. Excuse me. And this appears to be the same prayer. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land, spirits, hearth and home. Blessed are we the days of yore, let us be so forevermore. And look at that. See, it pays. It pays to explore in Dragon Quest. You guys will probably see me look around a lot and kind of rotate my camera. I'm just trying to find little goodies here and there. And we just got a shield, so let's go ahead and equip that, even though it's just a pot lid. It's better than nothing. And I did get like a pre-order DLC or something, so I'm able to buff myself up a little bit. And look at that, I'm wearing the same outfit that the pro tag in Dragon Quest VIII was wearing. Cool. Oh yeah, and it does change my in-game model. Okay. So I don't think there's anything down here, but I just want to make sure. And we're inside the cave. I see a slime up ahead. Before we go there, I'm gonna go over here. And sure enough, we got another medicinal herb. Now, I've played a little bit of this already, and I would recommend you guys, if you're just starting out, to go ahead and not even use those. I don't think you really need to. Just hang on to them, because Gemma here will heal you. And those will actually come in good just, you know, later on. So, yeah, we're basically talking about pre-destroys. This kind of reminds me of Paper Mario a little bit, where you can kind of get a first strike on an enemy. So, let's see, get it close to a monster, and an orange will appear. Just above them, press X, press X on my controller, and you'll give them a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP before the battle is even started. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try it out. There we go. Yeah, so she automatically heals you. From what I understand. Oh, she's not taking my enemies, though. I didn't think of that. I don't think she is. Let's see. I've already got a few of these already. They have a great sword here. I have not really tried any of the great swords or anything. I just usually keep a sword and shield. There is like a character builder thing in this game, but I haven't really messed around with it much. Turn this away. Alright, so let's get rid of these.
Don't give up! Get him!
Which is weird, she healed me. I didn't even get any damage. Okay.
Go on! Crikey!
Crikey.
Get him! Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well done!
What did we learn? Hey, we got Frizz, the fire spell. I'll use that later. And we got another medicinal herb, which isn't bad. You pick up a lot of these in this starting tutorial dungeon. Those are a little bit easier to fight now. Just looking around. This game isn't too grindy. I kind of make it a point just to fight anything I see. But I've noticed that too. Like, I'm already 11 hours in on my other save, and it's not that grindy at all. It's not super easy, but it's just like it's just the right amount.
Go on! Tough little blighters, aren't they?
So keep going. Got a couple of needlers. These things creep me out. I do not like these. There's just something about Dragon Quest monster design too. I love it. Like, it's either got some kind of like wordplay or a pun for the enemy names, and sure enough, their designs mimic that. There's just so much character in this game. I love it. It's like so many RPGs are serious, and this game has got kind of a serious story to it. But you know, for as much as Dragon Quest gets, but it's just so fun. You just want to be able to chill with it and not take it too seriously. And I got a couple of good things there, by the way. It's kind of hard to get money in this game. I will say that. So anything you can find, it's not bad. I'm sure you can sell a lot of your ore and junk, but I usually save that.
Get him!
Was that thing using a medicinal herb on me? I feel bad for defeating that thing. If that was the case. Excuse me.
Cool. Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Yikes, hard pass. I wouldn't say this is normal at all. Oh.
Help me! What? Cole?
Look at that bullcat.
Quick! You have to help him!
It looks like we're getting a little bit tougher. Uh-oh. a little bit tougher enemies to fight. So this would be a good time to test out my new magic.
Monsters.
Hopefully this will work.
Crikey. Get him!
Oh. Let's see how much damage. That gave me an extra point. It's not really worth it. For some reason, when I played this the last time and this time, Sandy, the dog, is getting a lot of aggro. Like, they're all attacking her instead of me.
Get him! Go on! Tough little blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you.
Yay, so again, another level. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. We're at level 3.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you.
Well, it wasn't.
But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
Aww. Wait on Sandy. Don't
You
freaking run
saved
ahead.
my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
Oh, you love that word, don't you?
Not far to the top now.
I don't know, that seems pretty far up.
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
I could not stop yawning. Sorry, guys. This game is fun. I'm not bored. I'm just sleepy. Alright, so... I'm gonna climb up here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I see something. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Oh! Good thing you don't take fall damage. Try not to miss anything. I don't think I've got anything else down here. Okay, now we can go back up. Alrighty. Okay, let's jump down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Looking around. And we're
Here we
at the
are at
top.
last.
Wasn't so bad.
It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
It's a dadgum eagle. Or a buzzard. I don't know what the hell it is.
Help! Help me!
Ah! Damn. He dead.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Maybe I did.
Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I don't know either.
We really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
And that was the same prayer back on that that monument down at the base. I believe it is. And look at that. The sun's back out.
Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on.
It's like my yawning.
Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
I hear like lightning outside, or thunder, excuse me. Yeah, I'm recording this like right before some crappy weather. So, yeah. And we made it back down. And I'm not gonna talk to everyone, but it looks like we just got a good little welcoming party. We'll talk to Sandy. Woof, woof, woof. Yep, we made it just fine. Those foggy monsters. Okay. Yep, so just a bunch of NPC text. I'm gonna skip him. At first I thought I could save after this, but I had to wait. When the lightning struck the Tor, I must confess that I fear for your safety. But it seems that you escaped unharmed. Okay. Truly we must give thanks to the spirit of the land, who watches over us all. Sorry, I have the shittiest fake British accent. It's so offensive, I bet. I thought she was gonna make me some dinner.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
I almost didn't get to see it because of the rain.
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you.
Everybody just
Home time.
leaves. And it is sundown. Beautiful village, beautiful game. Alright. We're back in Cobblestone. So the ceremony's all done. Congratulations. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten where you live and all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones, you'll soon find your way back. Oh, but you must be tired for forgetting all that. You should head home and put your feet up. Yes, I should. And there's a lot of goodies I can get in the village, but I'm gonna wait till a little bit later. I will take a little detour and save my game at the church. But there is something I will get in here. Yeah. Okay, got an antidote herb, which isn't bad. And Dragon Quest is, they've kept traditions alive so long. I don't know in the first game if you had to go to a church to save your game or not, but in all the other ones you've had to do this, so it's kind of cute. I like it. All good. Okay. And we are back on our way. And Sandy followed me. Well, Sandy wanted us to go home, it looks like. She beat us there.
Ooh. Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up.
Aww.
I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say?
Uh-oh.
That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk.
Uh-oh.
Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? You're the reincarnation of the luminary.
I kind of have an issue with this. I'm sorry to break it a little bit. I do not like how they dropped this plot point. It just feels really cliche to me. Sorry for hating on it. It makes me cringe a little bit.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do.
It's cliche.
He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
The reincarnation of the luminary. Frederick tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his upcoming trip. Eventually, so I didn't fall asleep. And before we talk to my mom, I'm gonna climb up here. Trip was sleeping, are we? That's no surprise. After all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power good. Alright, so we're gonna go outside for a little stroll. And a lot of these... I'm just gonna leave this cheese and bread out here. A lot of these places you can't get into at night. They're like closed. Everybody's asleep. But some of them you can. I'm gonna get a few goodies before I go talk to Gemma. Gemma's waiting outside. She's kind of just hanging out near the tree. And there was a building I saw. There it is. So we get a treasure chest. 50 gold coins, not bad. And a flurry feather, or a fluffy feather. I don't know, I didn't see it.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you?
Did you drop your scarf in it?
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today.
Gemma, do you have a crush on me?
The luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since.
Yay, so I get
That's
to
his
die
star,
and turn into
right
a star?
there.
And then when I get up there, I get to just, the old one just explodes. Sorry.
How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
At first, I didn't know when I started playing this. I thought she was gonna be like a party member. I'm like, why don't she just come with me? But she stays behind. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. If it really is technically spoiling.
Goodbye, old friend.
Like, I feel so bad. So I can finally fall asleep. Then morning comes. Look how strong I am, mother. Oh, the smile.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once.
I'm sorry for taking the money upstairs, Mom.
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
It's kind of awesome that I did a little bit of that exploring because I found, you know, a good bit of gold. 50 gold isn't too bad. And it's a little bit hard to come by as far as I know. I'm probably just doing something wrong. But, that gives me a good little head start. And the armor I've got on, too, is a good little head start, I think. So we'll check the shops out. But, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, wrap it up for our first episode. When you come back, or when I make a new episode, excuse me, I'll explore a little bit more in Cobblestone, find any more goodies, and we'll stock up on a few things, and we'll set off to Heliodor. And if you guys like this video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I appreciate you watching. Peace out.